This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, here's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Penix on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Coming out, throwing is Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start. I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Third and short, Mayfield completes this one to Otten. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. David Onyemata there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Right back to Irving now. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Run.
Working inside the red zone. This one's taken in by Otten. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Here's Agnew on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds him on the crossing route. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons reach pay dirt for the first time this game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Irving here from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Here's 2nd and 7. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 3rd down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at a 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Falcons will take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. He's off to the races. Hits the 20. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons need only one to take the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled by Rook Orororo. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have it 3rd and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Done.
From the gun, Mayfield. That pass complete to Irving. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Once again, Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Pistol. Done.
3rd and long for him here. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's the give to Irving. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Good. Alert, 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 alert. Good.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Evans brings in the slant. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Real. What's up?
Mayfield to throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
What's up?
Handoff headed right, Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Hey, alert 33.
3rd down from the gun. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie things up at 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Penix now. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw intended for Drake London. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers about set to begin their drive.
Good. Regular. What's up?
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Good. Up. What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Jukes one defender, and the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A give left side, here's Robinson. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Oh, I love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And he's dropped. Maybe a yard away.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They'll run it with Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Run. Done.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, alert! What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Brought in right side. He's got to gain a 6 there. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play.
Dead. Kings! What's up?
Baker now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. His first punt went 50. This is away and looks even better. Fielded at the 11. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Dead.
Slot man motioned over.
Done.
Irving on the inside give. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
And they send a man in motion.
Watch.
2nd and 4. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Watch out.
Carry here for Irving. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Pistol.
Man in motion here.
Watch out.
First down, here's Baker. He finds Evans, left side. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Watch out.
Running right, it's Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Room to the right. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. They'll run this with Irving. And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers take the lead right away in half number 2. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Agnew on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons tie this game at 21. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Mayfield with a blitz coming. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Real. Done.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Going with Irving here. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Arnold Evacati makes it there for the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now it's Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
To the air, 3rd and long. Finds a man, right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Regular. Up.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Now a carry by Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. After 46 yards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey, alert! Good. What's on?
Right back to Irving now. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
Good. Run. Good.
Mayfield now from the gun. Running in the red zone. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. McLeod now returning it. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
On first down, they'll run. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now trailed by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Poor choice to bring it out. Instead of the 30-yard line, they're going to start shy of the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Putting a receiver in motion.
What's that?
1st and 10, here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
What's that?
Irving here from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Kings, Kings, Kings!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
What's that?
On the give, this is Irving. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Good. What's that?
Once again, Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's the give to Irving. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Point it right, point it right. What's that?
Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 13. Broke through the tackle. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. To the air with Penix. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. He's at the 30. The 10. At the Falcons take a fourth-quarter lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Pistol.
From the gun, Mayfield finds his man. It's Godwin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Alert! Done.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. This one's taken in by Otten. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Real. Watch.
Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
To throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Regular. Done.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Got his target. It's Otten. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. And they get the stop. This is going to be a turnover on down. So now their opponent's final chance coming up.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Staying with Robinson. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Good. Up, Nelson. Right on.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on...
And he will score, and with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Good. Run. Right on.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Good. Hey, alert!
Throwing again is Baker. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Kings! Right on.
Looking to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year.